Hello everyone and welcome to our very special sleep lecture. You might be wondering about the setting. Yes, we are in a locked room. Now don't worry, it's not what you think. The door isn't really locked. This is a metaphor for how so many of us feel about sleep. Trapped, unable to escape the cycle of restless nights and groggy mornings. It's like being in a room where you know the exit exists, but you just can't find the key. Tonight, we're going to find that key together. We'll explore why sleep can feel like such a complex puzzle and how we can solve it piece by piece. So, get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin our journey to unlocking a truly restorative night's sleep. First, let's talk about the enemy of good sleep, the racing mind. You know the feeling. You lie down, you're physically exhausted, but your brain decides it's the perfect time to host a grand convention of every worry, every to-do list item, and that one embarrassing thing you did in middle school. It's like your mind is a browser with 100 tabs open, all playing different videos at once. It's chaotic, it's loud, and it's definitely not conducive to sleep. So how do we close these tabs? One of the most powerful techniques is called a brain dump. Before you even think about getting into bed, grab a notebook and a pen. For about 10 to 15 minutes, just write. Write down everything that's on your mind. Worries, tasks for tomorrow, creative ideas, frustrations, get it all out of your head and onto the paper. This act of externalizing your thoughts tells your brain, okay, I've acknowledged you. These things are captured and won't be forgotten. Now you can rest. It's like closing down your computer at the end of the day. You wouldn't just leave all your applications running, would you? Do the same for your mind. Now let's move on to the environment. Our locked room here is quite plain, but your bedroom shouldn't be. It should be a sanctuary dedicated to sleep and intimacy, and that's it. So many of us have turned our bedrooms into multi-purpose entertainment centers. We have TVs, we work on our laptops in bed, we scroll endlessly on our phones. This sends mixed signals to our brain. It starts to associate the bedroom with activity, alertness, and stimulation, rather than rest and relaxation. The challenge is to reclaim your bedroom as a sleep-only zone. The first and perhaps hardest step is to banish the screens. The blue light emitted from phones, tablets, and TVs is particularly disruptive. It suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Try to implement a digital sunset, at least an hour before bed. Instead of scrolling, pick up a book, a real, physical book. Listen to calming music or a podcast. The goal is to create a buffer zone between the chaos of the day and the calm of the night. Think about the other senses, too. Is your room dark enough? Even small amounts of light from street lamps or electronics can disrupt your sleep cycle. Consider blackout curtains or a comfortable sleep mask. How about the temperature? Most sleep experts agree that a cool room, somewhere between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, is optimal for sleep. Your body temperature naturally drops as you fall asleep, and a cool room helps facilitate that process. Finally, consider sound. If you live in a noisy environment, a white noise machine or even a simple fan can help mask disruptive sounds and create a consistent, soothing auditory backdrop. By optimizing your environment, you're not just making your room more comfortable. You're sending powerful cues to your brain that this space is for deep, uninterrupted rest. Let's discuss the powerful connection between our bodies and sleep. What we do during the day has a profound impact on how we sleep at night. It's all about rhythm. Our bodies love routine. We have an internal 24-hour clock called the circadian rhythm, and it thrives on consistency. One of the most effective ways to stabilize this rhythm is to have a consistent wake-up time. Yes, I said wake-up time, not bedtime. Waking up at the same time every single day, even on weekends, is the anchor for your entire sleep-wake cycle. When you wake up consistently, your body learns when to expect to start the day, and as a result, it also learns when to start winding down in the evening. It might be tough at first, especially after a poor night's sleep, but resisting the urge to sleep in is crucial for long-term sleep health. Another key component is light exposure. As soon as you wake up, try to get at least 10 to 15 minutes of direct sunlight. Open the curtains, step outside, or sit by a bright window. This morning light is a powerful signal to your internal clock. It effectively shuts off melatonin production and says, hey, it's daytime, time to be alert and energetic. This not only helps you wake up, but also sets the timer for your body to start producing melatonin again about 14 to 16 hours later, right when you want to be feeling sleepy. And of course, there's physical activity. Regular exercise is fantastic for sleep. It can reduce the time it takes to fall asleep and increase the amount of deep restorative sleep you get. The timing matters, though. For most people, exercising in the morning or afternoon is ideal. An intense workout too close to bedtime can be overstimulating for some, raising your core body temperature and heart rate when they should be winding down. Find what works for you, but make movement a non-negotiable part of your day. It's not just about tiring your body out. It's about regulating your body's internal systems to support a natural, healthy sleep cycle. Now, what about when you do everything right, but you still find yourself lying in bed, wide awake, staring at the ceiling? This is one of the most frustrating parts of the sleep struggle. The more you try to force sleep, the more it seems to run away. It's like trying to hold a handful of water. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. This is where a crucial rule comes into play, the 20-minute rule. If you've been in bed for about 20 minutes and you're not asleep, or even feeling sleepy, get out of bed. The worst thing you can do is lie there, tossing and turning, getting more and more anxious about not sleeping. This creates a negative association where your brain starts to see the bed as a place of frustration and wakefulness. So get up, go to another room and do something quiet and relaxing in dim light. Read a boring book, listen to some calm music, do some gentle stretching, or maybe even fold some laundry. The activity itself doesn't matter as much as the intention behind it. You're breaking the cycle of anxiety. You're telling your brain, it's okay, we're not going to fight this. Stay up until you genuinely start to feel sleepy again, then go back to bed. This might happen multiple times a night at first, and that's all right. The goal is to retrain your brain to associate your bed with one thing and one thing only: sleep. It's a process of unlearning the anxiety and relearning how to rest. It takes patience, but it's one of the most effective strategies for overcoming insomnia. Finally, let's talk about what we consume, because what we put into our bodies has a direct line to our sleep quality. The most obvious culprit is caffeine. It's a stimulant, and its effects can last for a surprisingly long time. The half-life of caffeine is about 5 to 6 hours, which means that 6 hours after your cup of coffee, half of that caffeine is still circulating in your system. That 3 p.m. coffee you have to get through the afternoon slump could very well be the reason you're staring at the ceiling at 11 p.m. As a general rule, it's a good idea to avoid all caffeine after 2 p.m., or even earlier if you're particularly sensitive. And remember, caffeine hides in places you might not expect, like certain teas, sodas, chocolate, and even some pain relievers. Then there's alcohol. Many people think a glass of wine or a beer before bed helps them relax and fall asleep faster. And while it might, it's a trap. Alcohol severely disrupts your sleep architecture later in the night. It suppresses REM sleep, which is crucial for memory consolidation and emotional processing, and it often leads to waking up in the middle of the night as your body finishes metabolizing it. You might fall asleep quickly, but the quality of that sleep is significantly compromised. If you enjoy an evening drink, try to have it with dinner, several hours before you plan to go to sleep. And don't forget about food. A heavy, rich, or spicy meal too close to bedtime can cause indigestion and discomfort that keeps you awake. On the other hand, going to bed starving can also be disruptive. A light, sleep-friendly snack about an hour before bed can actually be helpful. Think of something that combines a complex carbohydrate and a little protein, like a small bowl of oatmeal, a piece of whole wheat toast with a bit of almond butter, or a banana. These can help stabilize your blood sugar and provide the building blocks for sleep-inducing neurotransmitters. It's all about finding that balance, fueling your body for a night of rest without overburdening it. We've covered a lot today. We've talked about calming a racing mind, creating a sleep sanctuary, syncing your body's natural rhythms, and being mindful of what you consume. We've unlocked the door to this metaphorical room. You now have a set of keys in your hand. Each one of these strategies is a tool you can use to build a better relationship with sleep. But remember, this isn't about perfection. You won't have a perfect night's sleep every single night, and that's normal. Life happens. The goal is progress, not perfection. It's about building a foundation of healthy habits that will support you in the long run. Start small. Pick one or two of these ideas that resonate with you the most. Maybe you'll start with a brain dump tonight. Or perhaps you'll commit to a consistent wake-up time this weekend. The journey to better sleep is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Celebrate the small victories. Notice when you wake up feeling just a little more refreshed. Over time, these small changes will compound, creating a powerful and positive shift in your sleep and consequently in your overall health and well-being. The power to unlock restful nights is truly within your grasp. You just have to start turning the keys. Thank you so much for joining me in this locked room today. I hope you found it helpful and feel more empowered on your journey to better sleep. If you enjoyed this lecture, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content designed to help you live a healthier, more well-rested life. Sweet dreams.